What is going on? How y'all doing on this Wednesday evening? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and we are here live. We're here live for my WWE Elimination Chamber 2023 preview and predictions. The show will take place this coming Saturday, February 18, 2023 at Centre Bell in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And we will be hearing Ole, 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 ole in that main event. And dear Lord, do I hope at some point Sami Zayn as a babyface, even of course, especially in his own hometown, bring back the old theme song. Oh, oh, oh. He's got to, but we'll talk about Sami Zayn later. But yes, we're going to go down the 5 matches on this card. It's a pretty stacked card. I feel like, the hype for it is good. I have a few little problems, though, with some of these matches. One, more so because it lacks star power. Another, because I felt they should have saved it till WrestleMania. And another, because I just think the story's in a strange spot. But not going to knock it too much. Elimination Chamber still could be a good show. That men's chamber match for the U.S. title, a lot of fresh faces getting experience inside the chamber. So that'll be a very fresh matchup. Same with the women, but a lot of these women that are in the women's chamber match is not that fresh for Mania. Well, not for Mania. Well, not really that fresh because they're women that have been worn down. Yes, some of these people who are in the men's chamber match we're still getting to know, but most of them still have like that mojo. They don't feel worn down like the women's chamber match does. But it should still be a good show. Again, I have a couple little nitpicks about it, but I think it's going to be good. Especially the main event. The main event, oh boy. That's a match that I'm going to set my expectations a little bit higher for. Because I feel like that could easily be a masterpiece match of the year candidate. And I am excited and looking forward to it. So without further ado, we're going to roll in and talk about these 5 matches. Rumble's predictions, I remember I didn't quite predict them in order of how I thought they would happen. Because there was like a lot of stuff that was like tying in. So this one, I'm going back to the normal. I'm going to predict in what order I think they will happen. So we will, of course, take care of that. First we move forward, let's check the live chat. As we got Tyler and Mark in the live chat. What's up, guys? Tonight's show is going to be a nothing show. Brock and Bobby should have been saved for Mania. Thank you! Because I completely agree. What's up, Mark? Thanks for joining me. Why can't Rhea go for Bianca and not Charlotte for WrestleMania? I am still surprised at that too. I get the story though, but you would think that they would keep Rhea on Raw. Because even if Rhea would win the championship on SmackDown, who does she have to fight? Unless if they do a draft after Mania. Because we have not had a draft since 2021. So we may get a draft after Mania. So maybe that'll be a little bit of a shakeup. So we'll see, of course. And of course, fire Horseface. As Tyler loves to petition to fire Horseface. As he cannot stand Ronda Rousey. Well, Tyler, I'm sure you'll be thrilled to see her probably win the tag titles at WrestleMania. As that's the direction Phyllis is going out for Ronda Rousey. Like, it feels like when Ronda returned on SmackDown last week, she didn't even bother going after Charlotte. it kind of felt like they're kind of like hitting the reset button and starting over with her, which they may need to do. I don't know if they're going to give up on her completely, like apparently Baron Corbin. Apparently they've given up completely on Baron Corbin. Unless they do, literally go back to bum-ass Corbin or whatever they do with them. But Baron Corbin's not on the show. We don't have to talk about Baron Corbin. He probably won't have a match at WrestleMania. Probably not. But let's roll in and talk about this. So again, like I said, 5 matches, 2 chamber matches, 2 of them are title matches, 2 non-title matches. One of the matches, well, the match I'm going to predict that's going to start off first is a match that I feel like shouldn't even be a match. Let's talk about Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. I'm sorry, Bobby Lashley. Look, hearing the idea of these two fighting each other excites me. I feel like they have not had their best match. I feel like they have more. There's more to come. I mean, I'm sure it was the intention last year whenever they wrestled at Royal Rumble, but that was more so of like a setup match for what's next for Brock Lesnar. Bobby Lashley just randomly had the title put on him for a few weeks for no reason, then have Brock win it back in Chamber. So this feud with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Again, as I said before, I feel like we have not gotten the best yet from them. But I also feel like this should have been a match saved for WrestleMania. Tyler said in the live chat, and I agree. This should be at WrestleMania. Because if they're not going to do Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, then what are they going to do? Again, I've still heard rumors of Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. And I'm not opposed to that match. But how are you going to set up for that? That's a match I feel like that needs a little more longer of a build. And plus also, do you think Brock Lesnar is going to wrestle for a mid-card title? Plus also, too, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley needs to go over on Brock Lesnar. Brock's like got the lucky victory last year. Like he's done what he has to do in this feud. Like hold on to his momentum, make him feel legitimate, not like just to come in and put everybody over and lose every time when he comes in now. Bobby Lashley's got to win this. But again, I feel like this match should be at WrestleMania. And again, the problem, I keep saying with this booking of Bobby Lashley. Yes, I get it that, the idea that he didn't beat Brock Lesnar stands out to him like a sore thumb. Yes, he's trying to play things on his, trying to play things on his terms. I get this. But I don't understand. Why are they trying to make Bobby Lashley a heel from everything he's gone through? Between Seth Rollins costing him his United States Championship after Brock Lesnar returned and just beat him down. And again, like the thing that bothers me is that, okay, there's rumors they're bringing the Hurt Business back together. Yes, I'm pretty sure you can't have Bobby Lashley with help as a babyface beat Brock Lesnar. I get that. But it just, like, the story is there to cheer Bobby Lashley. I really just don't understand why they're forcing this heel heat on him. Like, okay, Bobby could have came out on Raw this past week and said he wanted to do things on his terms. Fine. But he didn't have, higher security and, to a point where the crowd's chanting, Bobby's scared. Like, again, I don't understand this booking of why they're trying to make Bobby Lashley out to be the heel. Like, it should be one of those feuds where, yes, it's babyface versus babyface. I get that. Even though, again, Brock Lesnar instigated the attack and beat down on Bobby Lashley and caused him to be hurt. And for Seth Rollins to talk him into putting his title on the line while injured so he could win the title, but they protected Lashley. But again, I just don't understand this dynamic. But again, for them to have a third singles match makes me believe that this is not the last time they're fighting. So I think, this is just me, I'm going to say this match doesn't really even happen. Or it does, but it just ends in like a no contest. I would say draw, but now I want to draw. No contest. Let's say the match again doesn't even happen. It's just it's going to be more so like a segment than a match to want you to see something bigger. I've heard, again, I'm still hearing rumors they want to do Edge and Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell. Which, okay, makes sense for that feud. This, though, inside Hell in a Cell could be something awesome. They need to have a stipulation to their match. To their blow-off match. And again, Bobby Lashley has to go over. So, I don't think they should blow this off here at Chamber. Because again, also, what's Bobby Lashley going to do for WrestleMania? Again, you can't have everyone on the card at WrestleMania. But for real, after Brock Lesnar, who's Bobby Lashley going to fight at WrestleMania? So, I still think this match should go to a no contest. Or just be more so like a segment, a brawl and not happen. Set up for a match at Mania. Get this to WrestleMania. Don't do an actual... But the worst thing you can do is don't do an actual match with an actual decision. Because then it's like, then why are you going to want to see him fight at WrestleMania? So yeah, this should not be an actual match. Or not even an actual decision. So, no contest for Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Get them to WrestleMania. That's where you want to blow this feud off. And give it a stipulation. No holds barred, I'll even take. Falls count anywhere, I will also take. Last man standing, I wouldn't be opposed to either. But I still say do Hell in a Cell, unless Edge and Finn do Hell in a Cell. As I've been hearing the rumors for a while now. So yeah, this, again, just make it a brawl. Just make it a brawl. Second match of the show, I'm predicting, is the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. It'll be the champion, Austin Theory. The Rebel Heart, Johnny Gargano. Montez Ford of the Street Profits getting his first singles action. I'm excited to see him inside the chamber. Then we've got the experienced, the veteran, the visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins. The Punisher of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, or as I select to refer to him as, the Archer of Infamy. And the Colossus Bronson Reed inside the Elimination Chamber. I am definitely more interested in this match than the women's chamber match. I do again, like I said before, yes, some of these guys are, well, it's really just Johnny who hasn't really had much of a story in recent memory. I mean, he was injured, but I feel like he isn't he's not on the I can't take you serious side right now. It's just wait and see. Johnny will have his moments to shine, which he could, in this match too. Then you got Montez Ford, who we've been saying for the longest time has so much singles potential. And I don't think you need to break up the Street Profits now, but at least, have him do something like this where you get a taste, get a tease. Then you got Seth Rollins, the veteran in there, who can definitely, carry this match. You've got Damian Priest, who, again, is a former United States champion and is very solid in the ring. But, of course, I think the one name that a lot of people, including myself, are interested in seeing how this is going to go down is Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed they're already telling you this guy is going to be a monster. He is going to be something. And again, his year away from WWE, when he went to New Japan as Jonah, dominated there. Just right after in NXT, where I kept saying, when Bronson Reed got released in 2021, it shocked me because it really felt like he was just grasping his niche. So here's my prediction. I think Austin Theory should retain. As I keep saying, Austin Theory, has grown on me a lot since they dropped this selfie gimmick, and he's been this more serious, A-Town Down, wherever his gimmick is. I've dug him a lot more. Now I can see him being a star than what I saw him as Vince McMahon's protege. I think he's going to retain because I still want to see Austin Theory versus John Cena at WrestleMania with the U.S. title on the line. And honest truth, I also think that it should be a surprise. Meaning Austin Theory issues an open challenge for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. And John Cena answers. That's how I think they should do it. But I think even though Theory is going to be the winner, everybody in this match, again, I think can put on like a very fresh image. Which is why, again, I'm more intrigued about this than the women's match. Because all these guys have not been overexposed to the point that, you just think they're flat. No, they all have some type of momentum behind them right now. But I think this will be a good breakout performance for Montez Ford. I think Johnny Gargano will be great. Damian Priest will be solid. Seth Rollins, again, will be great. It's Austin Theory. I really think, even though I don't think he's going to win, and he shouldn't win a title quite yet, give him a little more time, Bronson Reed, I feel like, is going to be like the one who doesn't win, but he feels like he gained the most out of this match. I feel like he's going to have like a breakout performance in this match. Get a few eliminations in there. Like he can maybe eliminate, maybe have him come in like last and have him eliminate like Montez Ford and maybe Damian Priest. I don't know. But have him have a triple team on him or something like that. Like have Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, and Seth Rollins work together to eliminate him or something along those lines where he doesn't look weak, but I don't think it's time to put a title on him yet. He will be a champion soon, though. I do think Bronson Reed will be a champion soon. It's just the days are counting still for that. I think Austin Theory should retain here to make him look good going into WrestleMania and for him to fight John Cena. And like I said, Cena and Theory, U.S. title. But again, open challenge with Cena answering the open challenge. But I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys do. I think all these guys are gonna look great in this match. So I'm excited for that. Let's do one more, and then we'll check the live chat. You can see there's a little bit of a little more chats from Tyler in the live chat. Match number 3 is this mixed tag match with Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. This one's hard. Because, well, first off, as I keep saying, I feel like they should have done Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. Yes, I get it. We're going back to the whole, getting the revenge from the I Quit match where they concertoed Beth Phoenix and used her as bait to get Edge to say I quit. I get that. But this match is more about Beth Phoenix getting her revenge on Rhea Ripley. So that's why I said you could do that and save Edge and Finn Balor for WrestleMania. Because here, I feel like, well, first off, you want to see Beth Phoenix get her revenge, right? But Rhea Ripley is the winner of your Women's Rumble for this year. So you also don't want to see her lose. Or at least take the pin. And then there's Edge and Finn Balor, where if they end the feud here, who is Edge going to fight at WrestleMania? Because this could be Edge's last Mania. Because there's been rumors since last summer that when they go to Toronto this summer, he may be retiring there then. So I feel like he's saying that he doesn't feel like he has much left to do. So I don't think Edge should be left off WrestleMania this year. So I think they need to still get to WrestleMania for Edge. I'm sorry, for Finn Balor and Edge to have their blow-off match and probably end Judgment Day. Because again, as I said probably in a Raw review recently, I don't hate the Judgment Day. But outside of Rhea Ripley, who I think's been the best thing about Judgment Day, and then Dominic Mysterio, who again, in ring, yes, still kind of iffy, but character-wise, he's killing it in this heel role. So that's what I'm saying too. Even after WrestleMania, while Rhea Ripley is champion, still keep that pairing with her and Dominic. But I feel like Finn Balor and Damian Priest both can go their separate ways. Finn Balor, yes, he's coming up on the short end in this feud with the loss at Mania. I would like to see him get a victory at Mania. But he's gained some momentum, but it's his momentum's coming slower. Damian Priest, he's still solid. But I feel like he hasn't really gained too much from the Judgment Day. It's just been him just treading water, feels like, with it. Because again, Judgment Day, yes, they've gotten their victories, but they've lost a lot of pay-per-view matches as a group. The biggest win for them, of course, was when Finn Balor got Edge to say, "I quit" at Extreme Rules. So this one's tough, like I said, because if Edge and Beth Phoenix win, first off, you're pinning Rhea Ripley, and then you're ending the feud for Edge and Finn Balor, and he has nothing for Mania. So I think, honestly, even though I'd hate to see this happen, because I would love to see Beth Phoenix some type of revenge, even though she really doesn't need it, I think Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley are going to get the victory here. Rhea is going to pin Beth, and it's going to set up for, and it's going to build the bridge to get to the Hell in a Cell match with Finn Balor and Edge at WrestleMania, which should still be a good match. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know. I'm just kind of ready to move on to something different. Again, I said, you can keep Rhea and Dom together, but Finn Balor and Damian Priest, it's time for them to move on to something different, to give them a little bit more of a direction. So I think, again, the heels will come up here with the victory, and then we'll see Edge get his revenge at WrestleMania against Finn Balor. And that will probably be the end for the Judgment Day. Check the live chat before we move on. Tyler says that Becky and Asuka have more of a history with Charlotte than Rhea. True, but we've also seen those matches how many times? Hillbilly Brock, he forgot to say, is overstaying his welcome. He's hyped for W2K23, not so much for AEW Fight Forever. Unfortunately, AEW Fight Forever, I am getting not 2K23 because, again, 2K23 is not available for the Switch, and I only have a Switch. So I'm going to get Fight Forever because I've never owned a wrestling video game before. But yeah, Triple H saved Hell in a Cell by getting rid of the pay-per-view. Yes, they did. Get rid of giving pay-per-views, so we won't be seeing Hell in a Cell. I'm very intrigued to see what pay-per-view names we will be using this coming summer for sure. Can I say this for old time's sake? Vince needs to retire. LOL, joking. Hopefully he stays where he is. And again, he does not creep his way back into the creative seat. So the rumors, knock on wood, but that stuff about him has cooled off. So hopefully, again, he's just focusing on the sale and then getting his butt right back out of there. Triple H WWE is better, that's for sure. Triple H needs to bring back GMs to Raw and SmackDown, and Bryn pay-per-view. Not sure what he means by that, but yeah, get actual GMs. Stop with this whole Adam Pearce running both shows because it's just not entertaining me. He has pre-ordered both games for the PS4. Nice. Which should be cool. I've tried, I think, 2K, W2K like once or twice. I can't remember which years I tried with like one of my friends, but it's a lot of controls, man. It's going to take me a lot to, be able to get used to that whenever I get the Fight Forever game, which I still have no clue when it's coming out, but it's pre-ordered for me on Amazon. Get a little swig of water, and we'll move on to the last two matches. All right. Moving on to match number 4. The other chamber match. It is the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which is Raquel Rodriguez, Nikki Cross, Natalya, Liv Morgan, Asuka, and Carmella. So, as I said earlier, I am much more interested in the men's chamber match than the women's. The women's seem pretty obvious to me. And like I said before, a lot of these women I can't take them seriously. Because I still can feel like a lot of the women, especially SmackDown's division, just don't feel like people that I should be taking seriously. Really the only person that I can literally see winning this match is Asuka. She just repackaged back to her evil clown Kana gimmick. She's kicking ass. You think Triple H is going to have her lose to a pinfall? She got third at Rumble. Okay, but she got eliminated on the apron. Protected her, of course, like they did. So that, that's fine. But I don't think Triple H is going to have Asuka lose anytime soon. So, here's what I want to say. I made my prediction, obviously, it's Asuka. I feel like Asuka will be going to WrestleMania, and she'll probably dethrone Bianca Belair. I do kind of agree with Tyler. I feel like they should have done Charlotte and Asuka, because storyline-wise, of course, definitely, there is a little bit more of a deeper story. As yes, Rhea Ripley lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania a few years ago, but also, Charlotte was the one that gave Asuka her first loss and kind of knocked her off track. So, her getting a victory over Charlotte at Mania, okay. And, Rhea and Bianca could have been fresh, but, keep this in mind, too. Asuka already won the Rumble. Rhea never won the Rumble. So, I'm okay flipping it this way. But just like I said, I just don't think any of these other women have a chance. Like, Liv Morgan, okay. She was champion. She's someone they do have faith in. I don't think she's winning this. Carmella, yes, she just got back. She's kind of going back to being the Princess of Staten Island. But she comes in, I don't take her seriously to win. I don't it's just like Baron Corbin at this point. If he's in a title match of some sorts like this, I don't take it seriously. I think, okay, he's just there to be a body. That's what Carmella is. Same with Natalya. She's just there to be as a body. I don't think she's going to be... I don't see her being booked seriously. She's back under Triple H now. Maybe they make it something with her going. I don't know, but I don't see it right now. Nikki Cross, yes, they made her Psycho Nikki again, but other than her creeping on Candice LeRae, what else has she really done since she's gotten this gimmick back? Not much, really. So I'm not really feeling like they're like all the fire of her either. And then Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel's okay. Like I said, she's somebody that I can see challenging for the title, but I also still don't think she's quite championship caliber material yet. So her, I can't quite take as seriously. Like, if I can put these in order of I think it's going to win. Asuka number 1. Number 2 being Liv Morgan. Number 3 is Raquel. Number 4 is Nikki. Then Carmella. Then Natalya. But, yeah. So, like I said, this women's division, again, especially on SmackDown, there's just not too many people I can take seriously right now. Like, they're trying with some of them. Like, they're trying with Shotzi Blackheart. I get it, but again, like I said, the problem is, again, it still feels like they're dusting the cobwebs off her, trying to give her old gimmick back. And again, her match with Ronda at Survivor Series did not help either. Xia Li, who's changing gimmicks like left and right, I can't take it seriously. Emma. I love Emma. Always been a huge fan of Emma, but she's not really done much. Like, I still think she's got to go back to being the heel, evil Emma, and reunite her and Dana Brooke. Speaking of which, she's on Raw, but Dana Brooke's like never even around anymore. Shayna Baszler should be killing it, but even since she teamed up with Ronda, they still have made her kind of like the one eating the pins. So I'm not even feeling her right now either. Ronda, we all know what's up with Ronda. It's just her heart has not been in it this time. Lacey Evans is changing gimmicks every 2 seconds as well. So, like I said, there just isn't much to take seriously in this women's division. And again, that hurts this match. I mean, again, some of these women, like, again, Liv, Raquel, and Nikki have a little bit there, but not that much to make me think they can get past Asuka. Again, Asuka is like the freshest gimmick in this match. I'm pretty sure they're going to give it to her, and Triple H is going to put the belt on her at WrestleMania. And also give her first WrestleMania victory. She's 0-4. 0-4 at WrestleMania. That's not good. Because what do you think here? She lost at WrestleMania 34. What did she do at 35? Was she in the women's Battle Royale? I don't remember what she was doing there. 36, I know her and Kairi Sane lost the tag titles to Alexa and Nikki. 37, she lost to Rhea. She wasn't at 38. Yeah, she must have been in that women's Battle Royale at 35. Because she's 0-4 at Mania. So yeah, give her win. Give her WrestleMania win this year. Asuka wins this chamber match. And I'm not expecting much from this. I'm keeping expectations a little bit lower for this match. But then we got the main event. Oh boy, this main event, this very well built masterpiece of a storyline, of course, that is leading to some controversy, as of course people want an audible to be pulled on this. Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn in Sami Zayn's hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Oh boy, for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. I believe, is this Sami's first one-on-one match for the world title? Because he was in a couple of multi-man matches. I don't think, well, on pay-per-view at least, I don't think on pay-per-view Sami's ever had a one-on-one world title shot. Now, he's fought for the Intercontinental title on pay-per-view, I know. But, because again, I'm trying to think, the only other world title match I can think he was involved in was back in 2018 when it was that six-pack challenge. 2018, that six-pack challenge with I think it was AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and John Cena. I remember that was a fun match. That six-pack challenge. I think that's the only time on pay-per-view Sami has had an actual match for the world title. But yeah, this will be his first one-on-one pay-per-view world title match, which is sad. But let's talk about it. We all know, what the fans want. Sami Zayn is basically 2022's Bryan Danielson. Sorry, 2023's Bryan Danielson. People want to see Sami Zayn headline WrestleMania. People want to see Sami Zayn be the one to take down Roman Reigns. Which, quite frankly, would make sense. I still think, of course, even though, of course, the story is, of course, Roman and Sami, the real story of all this is still Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. That's been the reason why we are here with this, is because of what they've done with Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. I mean, yes, Sami's been part of the bloodline, but the main person that it took for Sami Zayn to gain the trust in, to, become a brother to, whatnot, is Jey Uso. And as badly as I want to see Sami Zayn win the world title in his hometown, I still don't think he's the one to dethrone Roman Reigns. I still think it's Cody Rhodes. Both of them have stories to be told. Cody is the one, because if Sami Zayn would win the world title, I just don't feel like he'd have a long reign with it. And if they're going to give somebody the world title, like somebody to dethrone Roman Reigns, and have like a good title reign, because you're not going to just win the world title off of the person who's had one of the best title reigns in years, who was world champ for almost 3 years, and have them immediately drop the title at their next defense. Because if Sami would win the title, I don't see him holding it long term. I feel like right now, especially with how fresh he is to the roster, Cody Rhodes, I still feel like is the man to dethrone Roman Reigns for those titles at WrestleMania. So I think I'm going to stick with the course. Jey Uso, which again, I've heard rumors that Jimmy Uso will not be allowed to go to this pay-per-view because he can't travel outside the United States of his DUIs. But I think Jey is okay. So Jey, I think, will show up and make his decision, whether he sides with the bloodline or not. And of course, he'll side with the bloodline, and it'll be the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. And to me, that is a true moment right there. And a fitting moment for two real-life best friends who have been through this whole business together. If there is a time, and again, too, I'll say this too. At this point, hasn't Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fought enough? Like, we've seen them fight. We don't want to see them fight anymore. We want to see them be a team. And yes, they were a team for a while whenever they were on SmackDown and Sami turned heel and him and KO were giving Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan hell on SmackDown. Yes, they never really won much in that group, but under Triple H, they're going to be even more awesome and people are going to love them, which is why they're now baby faces. And them sharing a moment together at WrestleMania, winning the tag titles together, is a moment that needs to happen for both of these guys. And again, having Sami Zayn, lose, again, will, put even more sympathy on him. And of course, after having Jey Uso hesitate at first to turn his back on his true family, is going to be enough to, have a lot more sympathy put on Sami Zayn. And and Kevin Owens having their moment at WrestleMania together with those tag titles is what they need. So, Roman's going to win here. Jey Uso's going to turn on Sami Zayn. And we're off to WrestleMania with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That, my friends, that is my preview and predictions for the 2023 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Again, a few little nitpicks, but I still think this is going to be a good show. And also a reminder that, of course, I may not, of course, get to them right away, but I do have my Dynamite review, which I have to watch Dynamite still. No spoilers. I don't know if I have to watch it tonight, because I got to get up a little bit earlier tomorrow morning, so I might not be able to catch it tonight. But, my Dynamite and SmackDown reviews, of course, will be pre-recorded. Starting, though, with the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view review. That will be where I debut my new intro. It's ready. It's sitting right on my desktop. But that's when I will debut it. And I will activate the Instagram page, which I'm hoping it doesn't have a limit on characters. Because I want to make that as many things as I can as I try to get more social media at the Club of the Man 1993. Of course, Twitter wouldn't allow me to use all those characters. So I'd be just the Club of the Man 93. So hopefully Instagram will allow me to do that. Like I said, if Instagram goes well, then I'll make a Facebook page for the channel. So again, just me, playing around, experimenting with other ways to expand my channel for the fun of it. It's going to happen starting at Elimination Chamber. And like I said too, I'm going to try to start going live more often again. Again, I still have a lot going on right now between, let me try something here. A little bit light in my face. Between me still getting stuff organized in my new house, getting my wedding, all planned out, whatnot. But I'm trying to get some things back to normal on the channel. But again, it may still take time. I may have my weeks where I still need to do uploads at times too. But again, it's just all trial and error, and we'll just see where it goes. So I am excited about bringing in that new intro. Kind of be me getting a new gimmick a little bit for myself too with it. I like how it turned out. My fiance likes it. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think you guys will like it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on Elimination Chamber 2023. Let me check the live chat here and see what we got here. I think we were right here. This makes no sense for 3 SmackDown stars are in the Chamber match. Why could Bayley, Becky, and another Raw person should be in this Chamber match? Well, I understand, I forgot to mention this too when I talk about the women's match. I was okay with them putting those other women in the Raw title match because, one, Rhea Ripley chose to go after the SmackDown champion when she's a Raw superstar. But there was a purpose for putting those superstars in that they didn't qualify, because he basically put in the final 4 besides the winner from the Rumble match. So I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, but I do understand why as well. Let me see here. Emma is a ghost like Danny Phantom. Gotta catch them all because he's Danny Phantom. I haven't watched the show in a long time. It wasn't too bad. Horseface and Mooseface as he calls Shayna Mooseface. Better watch yourself there. You might get put in the Karafuda clutch. Horseface and Mooseface as tag champs. Haha, no. Good one, Tyler. Roman and Sami should not be the main event. I hate that last month at Rumble having Roman and Kevin main event that show. I was surprised too, but nothing was going to top what happened after that match. I understand why, but especially in Sami's hometown, he's got a main event. So I disagree with you on there, but it's okay. Jay's going to help Roman on Saturday, yes. We see here. We got Minnie Mahai. What's up? NGL amazed that WWE superstars have travel bans. Not sure what he means by that. Raw and SmackDown brand pay-per-view, what Triple H needs to bring back. Yes. Here's my thing, too. I think still have one pay-per-view a month. 1 month it be Raw. Another month it be a SmackDown. And, of course, then you do a dual brand. I think they should go back to doing it that way if they want to bring back a Raw and SmackDown similar. Because like I said, there's one thing again I always mention that's going to make stars is not just them being thrown into random championship matches. I said this before. The non-title matches are the ones that are going to matter more because you have to actually write a story for someone to actually see that non-title match. So I feel like in order to give more people those opportunities, you do have to do like a Raw pay-per-view to SmackDown pay-per-view. Because even too, most of the time, a pay-per-view feels like the matches are more dominating on one brand. Like this pay-per-view, it feels like Raw is dominating the pay-per-view and SmackDown. So I do agree, but like I said, bring back Raw and SmackDown specific pay-per-views. 1 month be Raw, next month be SmackDown. You want to do a dual brand the following month? Do that. Theory is a punk. I just found your channel through Emergency Patrol. Oh, my Matchbox Let's Play. Nice. Search the rest of the series. Amazed by the grind, variety, and the live. Sorry for off topic. No worries. Get off Adam off TV. He doesn't like Pierce. Need to have Raw be Backlash and SmackDown have one also. Hopefully, first off, hopefully they call Backlash as your Backlash and not WrestleMania Backlash. Maybe bring back No Mercy, Armageddon, Bad Blood. No, I know we should bring back Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Oh, God. All the horrible jokes. Hashtag WWE Balls trending on Twitter and whatnot. And Sasha Banks' face covering up the GR on the Great Balls of Fire banner and saying eat balls. Oh, God. And then, of course, the logo for that was just a fire. Yeah, no. Ah, man. So, I'm interested to see what pay-per-view they do bring back in place of Hell in a Cell this summer. Hopefully not Stomping Grounds. Hopefully not that again. Oh, dear God, I hate that. That was a bad name. But, yeah, No Mercy, Armageddon, Judgment Day. Well, that's it. It's staying right now, but it'll probably end soon. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe they'll bump Extreme Rules back to summer. Payback, maybe? I don't know. Over the Limit? I don't know. We'll see. Something, a little bit reasonable than like a gimmick name pay-per-view, but we shall see. We shall see. But that, my friends. Oh, wait. One more. Maybe Super Showdown, because aren't they supposed to be doing 2 Saudi Arabia pay-per-views? So that could be in June. I don't know. I gotta. Well, then again, we are going to London for Money in the Bank, but I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do for June for pay-per-view names. I am interested, though, to see, of course, what pay-per-view names they do use. Hopefully good ones. But that, my friends, that is going to do it for this live preview and predictions for Elimination Chamber 2023. And again, my picks are Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, no contest. More so of a segment. Austin Theory will retain inside the Elimination Chamber, but the one who will dominate that match the most will be Bronson Reed. Finn and Rhea will beat Edge and Beth Phoenix. Asuka wins the Women's Chamber match, and Roman Reigns will retain over Sami Zayn thanks to help from Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso will not be feeling very Usy towards Sami Zayn this coming Saturday night. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it. And again, like I said before, starting at my Elimination Chamber review, the new graphics will be debuting, including my intro and outro. And I'm probably just going to add in like another link because, again, I want to keep everything the Club with the Man 1993, but I'll have to have 2 because Twitter has to be the Club with the Man 93, but all that jazz. So that probably would be really the only change, just having like both, social media things. Not going to really change up the rest of the graphics. Just got to, fit it in there. I'm also playing around because Adobe Premiere Pro, I did switch to the upgrade for the 2023 version, so I'm still getting used to that, and the legacy title stuff is still, confusing this and that, but, all that fun stuff. But that will do it, guys. That, again, is my live preview and predictions for Elimination Chamber 2023. What are your guys' thoughts on my predictions? And what are your predictions as well for Elimination Chamber 2023? Make sure you guys leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video, subscribe for more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter at the Club of the Man 93. And be sure, as always, to shout for me, bossa. And follow me on TikTok at the Club of the Man 1993. I do gotta get some TikToks posted again. Maybe I'll get. He say maybe I'll do something involved in my predictions, but I don't know if I'll have time this week. So we'll see. We'll see. But somehow, some way, I will get TikTok booming as well too. As of course, the Instagram page again will be activated this coming weekend as well, and will be available once I start this preview and predictions video. Oh, sorry, this review for this pay-per-view. But anyways, guys, talked enough. Want to check out now? Signing out. Have a good night. Have a rest of your Wednesday. I'll, of course, be having recorded reviews of Dynamite and SmackDown, and still working on other stuff outside this as well, too. So until then, guys, I'm checking out. Have a great rest of your night. I'll catch you all later. Peace out, everybody.